Hello, everyone. So tonight's show is about the Export Credit Guarantee Department. They underwrite British business. So if you're exporting goods from Britain to another country, the government provide insurance underwriting. So if that country defaults, the taxpayer, that's you, me, Ken Dodd, etc., we cough for it. That country then puts the money that they've defaulted on onto their national debt, right? And it's estimated that about 95% of third world debt owed to Britain comes from the Export Credit Guarantee Department. This year, Saudi Arabia has received £1 billion worth of goods, which we have underwritten, all military. Brunei has received £0.6 billion worth of goods underwritten by us, all military. Can anyone see a pattern beginning to emerge here? Some of the top consumers of the Export Credit Guarantee this year are Indonesia, Turkey, China. Anyone see that link yet? So I thought, right, we're going to start. We'll phone up the chief press officer, right, a guy called Robin Ogleby. And I said, it's Mark Thomas here. He said, we've met. I said, hello. He said, oh, hello. I said, Kenneth Williams, fan club, yeah. No. He said, no, we've done gigs together. He said, I used to play in a band. I said, what band? He said, The Happy End. I said, the 22-piece Marxist jazz band? He said, yes. Can we put up some of their song titles up here? Because this guy's in charge of the Export Credit Guarantee Department. Songs like There's Nothing Quite Like Money, Bertolt Brecht, Kurt Weill. The East is Red, Singing of the Socialist Motherland, that was a favourite of mine. And Song of the Lower Classes. So I said, right, I just wanted to talk to you about some of the stuff that you've been underwriting. He said, oh, we've been doing a lot of Airbuses recently. I said, really? He said, yeah, a lot of civilian stuff. I said, oh, that sounds very interesting. He said, yes, it really is very interesting. I said, much military stuff? He said, oh, not really. Not really. I said, oh, it's just that in the House of Commons library it says that 51% of that £3 billion is military. Oh, is it as much as that? Well, you're the fucking press officer, mate. And the 51%, by the way, is higher than it ever was under the Tories. Ever. Right? Gasp. I know, you're all shocked. You're going, oh, fell off me stool there, Mark. But the weird thing is, I said to him, why do you just keep flogging all this stuff to dodgy dictators? And he said, well, actually, the thing is, Mark, is dictators rarely default. I said, but what about sort of Indonesia? They defaulted on Hawk jets. You had to restructure the loan. What about Saddam Hussein? We sold £670 million worth of stuff to him, which he defaulted on, and we ended up paying for. So we not only armed Saddam Hussein, we paid for it as well, to quote Robin Cook, 1992, Hansard. and he said, yes, we're quite angry with Saddam Hussein. The International Monetary Fund, the IMF, the huge bank in the world, has said that arms exports using export credits should cease. This is how shit it is. The IMF have said this. This is like Pol Pot saying Hitler went too far. The scheme actually at the moment is kind of like draws a nil overall. You know, we don't no public expenditure, not too much, because the profits from the other bit offset the thing. In a couple of years' time, they estimate that we're going to have generated 833 million quid's worth of debt that we have to clear. So quite a lot of our money they're spunking down the toilet, if I could paraphrase Robin Cook again. So we thought, what we'll try and do is we'll try and get some credit. Because banks open these lines of credit. They say, government, will you underwrite us and provide the money if they fuck up? They say, yes. And we thought, we'll phone up some banks. So I phoned up right, and spoke to their chief underwriter and said, hello, Mark Thomas, Channel 4, recording for broadcast. We've got a bit of money left over from the budget. And we're hoping to do a deal with Brazil. He said, oh, good. He said, what is it? I said, an Airbus that has been totally refitted inside with state-of-the-art crop spraying equipment. This is a complete sort of refit of the Airbus with a whole radical
concept of crop spraying attached to it.
Right.
He said, how much do you want? I said, 3 million. He said, well, we might have that left. I said, just talk me through it. It's true that if they get the credit from you, we get the underwriting from the government, they don't cough, we get the cash. He said, well, I wouldn't put it like that, but yes.
If, for example, we didn't, include the full toilet facility as per contract, and they say we're not paying because you haven't included washing soap or something, or paper.
That's it.
Then that would be our fault.
That's it.
So if we took the example of the toilet paper, and we said we've installed toilet paper, and they say it's not the quality, then that would be an unreasonable claim.
I would imagine, from my point of view, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of if they're insisting on some kind of double quilted and we've put in ISIL, then that's not a viable claim.
That's the sort of issue to be looked at.
Then, I swear to God, we phoned this guy up in NatWest.
We've got a number of types of buses, one of which is a prototype. It's a completely radical design with 3 decks for the inner city bit of Mexico City. Right? We have, it's all slightly lowered than your normal don't think double-decker, right? Think more Greyhound, and then a smaller level on the top, because we have a toddlers. What we do is we've designed a toddlers triple-decker, yeah?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Are you with us?
Yep.
And really what we need to do is work out where we're going to go on the lines of credit and where they're going to go.
Right, okay. How much are you looking at, Mark?
I mean, we're looking for the prototype, 5 million just for the design and build.
Okay. Looking at it immediately, what I'm tempted to sort of say to you is, we do have currently, or in the throes of putting together, what we call a line of credit for a bank called Bancomex in Mexico.
Right.
Which is approved by ECGD.
Lovely, that's what we're after.
Timing of that is quite apt, from what you're saying.
Absolutely. Right,
Okay.
so we can get it done on
Yeah.
the export credit.
Yeah, that's it.
Which basically means if they don't pay up for the bus, we're all right.
Well, you get cash. You get cash payment. They get term credit.
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
Excellent.
Well, this looks very promising. Yeah. Right. Well, what we need to do is establish who are your buyers.
Right.
And ensure that they're a customer of Bancomex. I mean, if they're a customer of Bancomex, we're almost there.
I nearly got 5 million quid to export triple-decker buses to Mexico in 10 minutes. But this is the weird thing. If you try and find out information about the scheme and, what arms deals were done, what companies sold what to what countries, who defaulted, how much money did we pay, zip, no information. Nothing. So we thought we're going to go for the main bloke. We're going to go for Stephen Byers. Right, the head of the DTI. Right, and what happened was there was a conference, the LSE New Statesman Conference. We're sitting there, and Stephen Byers gets up and starts talking about the importance of the internet and access to information. And they come to questions at the end. I'm sitting there in my suit, and they walk around with these little microphones, handheld microphones, and the chairman indicates who should talk. And I put my hand up, and the chairman looks at me and thinks, and you can see him looking at me going, it's him. That is him. Oh, fuck. But the bloke with the mic thinks, I'll give it to him, right. So he gives me the mic. So I stand up and say, Mark Thomas, Channel 4, I'd just like to ask Mr. Byers, it's wonderful that access to information is very important to you, but obviously it depends on the information the government makes available. For example, the Export Credit Guarantee Department is about to consider underwriting a deal of a dam to Turkey. This dam is in Ilisu. It's going to displace 15,000 Kurds in the middle of a war zone. And the report on it is being suppressed. You won't make that report public until after the contract is signed. I sat down and I was feeling, not Paxman, but happy,
Mark raises very important points, and I address all of them if I can.
And you just know you're about to be fucking fobbed off in a major league way when someone said, well, thank you very much for asking that question, Mark, because it is an important issue. As soon as they said that, open the sluice gates for the bullshit! Out it came. It was, well, Mark, we are going to release the environmental impact assessment. I said, really? He said, yes, at the same time as we announce our decision on whether we're going to underwrite it.